Hello my friends, today I will go to the Sultanahmet Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque, with my friends Mesut. Now it's time 28 past 7. We were late for the morning prayer because of Mesut. He said he couldn't get up early for it. But it's not a problem, we will still go. I will use subway for go to mosque. In here I'm meeting Mesut in subway station. We use the Yeni Kapı metro to go to the Sultanahmet Mosque and we get off at the Aksaray station. We take the tram going towards Kapataş and get off at the Sultanahmet station. The surroundings of the mosque offer a very spacious and comfortable environment. And Mesut doesn't stop talking.
Bak fenerin önüne koymuşlar formu. Fenerin önüne koymuşlar formayı böyle.
While walking around the mosque, we come across with two stones. I will explain their history in the later parts of the video. This is the courtyard of the mosque. And the entrance for prayer.
Now I will show the inside of mosques. It's like that. But this place for the only tourists.
Tek atayım. Tek atayım. Ya
After that, Mesut said, I am so hungry.
We are walking like 20 minutes for find the cafe.
Börekçi. Bir fan.
He ate 10 portions of pastry.
Hello everyone, I prepared a speech about Sultanahmet Mosque. Now I read it from my phone. Let's start. This mosque was constructed by Sedefkar Mehmet Ağa under the command of First Ahmet in 1617. The mosque was constructed in accordance with a plan that was applied in Şehzade Mosque. Mehmet Ağa wanted to provide a contrast to vastness of Paris. Makes a nice The interior of Sultanahmet can provide a view overlooking whole venue from anywhere. Space is gradually spaced from downward from the dome. Almost all the interior parts of this huge mosque covered by tile. The tiles of which blue and green colors are dominant. I showed in the video before. Now I will talk about the Sultanahmet's architecture. Sultanahmet Mosque has 6 minarets. Also 4 minarets with 3 balconies were built on the 4 corners of the mosque. The remaining short minarets with 2 balconies were built on 2 corners of the courtyard. That's all.
In the very heart of Istanbul, where continents meet and civilization intertwine, stands on one of the most majestic religious monuments in the world, the Sultanahmet Mosque. Commonly referred to in the West as the Blue Mosque, the structure is more than stone and symmetry. It is a story told in calligraphy, in tilework, in the soaring silence of a dome. It's a reflection of an empire's identity and a living, breathing testimony to centuries of faith, artistry, and legacy. The year was 1609. Sultanahmet, nearly in 19 years old, made a bold and unprecedented decision to commission a grand imperial mosque without a preceding military victory. breaking from centuries of Ottoman tradition. This act, criticized by some at the time, was a deeply spiritual one. The Sultan sought divine favor, not political glory. He envisioned a mosque so magnificent that it would rival the Hagia Sophia, not just in design, but in elegance and spiritual impact. This was not merely a construction project, it was an offering, a statement of devotion carved into the very skyline of Istanbul. The master behind the masterpiece. To bring this vision to life, Sultanahmet turned to one of the empire's most skilled architects, Sedefkar Mehmet Ağa. A chief pupil of Mimar Sinan, Mehmet Ağa was not just a builder, but a master of preparation, acoustic and aesthetics. The mosque he designed follows the classical Ottoman model, perfect by Sinan, but elevates it through elegance and ornamentations. Every line, every curve of the structure is studied in visual balance. From the outer courtyard to inner sanctum, the mosque flows with geometric harmony. The courtyard is the largest of any Ottoman mosque, with a continuation colonnade and a central ablution fountain, inviting worshippers to profile before prayer. But it is the interior where the mosque's soul truly resides. Step inside and you enter a space that feels both vast and intimate. Over the 21,000 handmade Iznik tiles line the walls, predominantly in shades of blue, turquoise, and green, depicting tulips, roses, vines, and abstract motifs inspired by nature. These tiles, fired with quartz and hand-glazed, were sourced from the finest artisans of Iznik. Each one is unique, and when sunlight passes through the 260 stained glass windows, it brings the entire space to life, a moving mosaic of light and pattern. Above, the great central dome, flanked by similar semi-domes, rises like a celestial canopy, supported by four massive elephant fall pillars. It defies gravity with grace. The mihrab, made of finely carved marble, is framed with ceramic tiles and Quranic inscription. The minbar, where some sermons are delivered, is crafted with intricate detail. Even the chandeliers, one lit with olive oil lamps, were adorned with ostrich eggs, meant to repel spiders and prevent webbing. Directly facing the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque enters into a silent dialogue across the square. While Hagia Sophia represents the grandeur of Byzantine Christianity, the Blue Mosque symbolizes the cultural zenith of the Islamic Ottoman Empire. It's no coincidence that these two masterpieces stand the opposite one another. Their coexistence on the same skyline illustrates Istanbul's layered identity. Here, East and West are not rivals, they are reflections of one another. The tension between them is not confrontation but conservation. The mosque is part of a greater complex or külliye, which originally includes the madrasa. Its meaning is Islamic school, a hospice, a public kitchen, a market, and the Sultan's Top. This holistic approach to architecture reveals the Ottoman worldwide. Religion, education, social welfare, all under one roof. Let's talk about architecture. The mosque has 6 minarets, sparked controversy when it was first built. At the time, only the Grand Mosque in Medjugorje had 6 minarets, a symbol of unmatched spiritual prominence. To resolve the dispute, legend says the Sultan ordered a 7th minaret to be added to Grand Mosque, preserving its sanctity while assuring the Blue Mosque's grandeur. Today, the 6 slender towers frame the mosque from every angle, marking the time and the prayer with the melodic call of the muezzin, broadcast 5 times a day across the ancient city. Each minaret is crowned with 1, 2, or 3 balconies, a sign of the mosque's imperial status. More than 4 centuries later, the Sultanahmet Mosque remains a living space. It's both a place of worship and global cultural icon. Everyday visitors from every background and belief come through its gates, some to pray, some to observe, all to be moved. In recent years, the mosque has undergone careful restorations to preserve its legacy, restoring tiles, reinforcing domes, and cleaning marble without erasing history. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it serves as a reminder of what architecture can be when rooted in purpose and built with devotion, a monument not to ego but to eternity. The Sultanahmet Mosque is not just part of Istanbul, it is Istanbul. It rises with call to pray and sleeps under the stars. It speaks not only in stones and shadow, but in silence, in breath, in memory. To stand beneath its dome is to feel time pause, and to understand even for a moment that beauty, fight, and history can indeed live together. In Sultanahmet Square, right where the old hippodrome of Constantinople used to be, stands a tall stone monument. The obelisk of Theodosius is one of the oldest structures in Istanbul, but its story begins far away, in ancient HD, over 3,500 years ago. The obelisk was built by Tutmos III around 1450 BCE. It was made from Aswan granite and placed in the Karnak temple in Luxor. Its surface is covered with hieroglyphs showing the pharaoh's victories and his respect for the sun god Amora. Originally, it was about 30 meters tall, but only the upper part has survived. In 390 CE, Roman Emperor Theodosius brought the obelisk to Constantinople, the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. It was placed in the middle of the hippodrome, where chariot races and public events were held. Bringing and setting up such a huge stone was a big challenge at the time. its carvings. The marble base of the obelisk was added in Constantinople. It shows Emperor Theodosius watching rises, giving rewards and greeting guests. There are also Greek and Latin inscriptions that say the obelisk was raised in 32 days. These images and texts were used to show the power of emperor. Today, the obelisk stands about 20 meters tall, including the base. Even after thousands of years, the hieroglyphs are still visible and the stone is in very good condition. A monument of many civilizations. The obelisk of Theodosius is a symbol of many cultures. It began in ancient Egypt, moved to Roman Constantinople, and still stands today in modern Istanbul. It's not just a piece of stone, it's a connection between empires, beliefs, and time.